Thank you for that introduction. Today I want to tie the theme of this conference into a new program developed by the Independent Association of Accredited Registrars, also called IAAR, a United States-based association of certification bodies. The future of quality is now for the certification body community because we are rethinking excellence with the introduction in 2021 of a first of its kind, a white-collar professional apprenticeship career path for management system quality auditors. I would like now to show you a short video, less than 4 minutes, that gives you a good overview of this first of its kind program. Now, thank you for listening and seeing that video. Now I want to take this overview and share some of the thought process behind the apprenticeship program and other relevant facts. The program now approved by the Department of Labor in the United States government, which has been encouraged by the Department of Labor, needs to be a global product. Don't get nervous. Our association, the IAAR, although headquartered in the United States, is not driven by arrogant Americans. I love the United States. I'm proud to be an American, but we are not Americans who think we know everything. The IAAR Association, although focused on North America and with a narrow scope of management systems related to quality, our 31 CB members and additional associate members represent companies from around the world. The most important part of this program is that our industry does not have a career path. We are less than 50 years old. We are not that well known, and worse, we are really misunderstood. When approached at a cocktail party, not that I drink, and asked, "What am I involved in?" I quickly say we audit business systems. And then they say, "Oh, you are a CPA." I say, "No, CPAs mainly focus and audit financials." Our auditors go into a manufacturer or service facilities and audit the business systems that are in place to make a quality product or a service that also must have documentation of processes. We audit to see if they are doing what is written down in their work instruction, procedures, and/or processes. We are making sure that they walk the talk. I also add that if you are in the business outside the United States and are not ISO certified, you are probably not in business. In the United States, unfortunately, if you ask, "Are you ISO certified?" they say, "What's that?" But that is changing. More and more know ISO now. Back to our program. Our effort goes back to 2015 when our career path group in IAAR thought our best start for the CBs in creating a program was really involved an internship program as opposed to anything else. Our group was then introduced to Dr. Roy Swift, who most of us know as a result of his involvement with ANSI, a worldwide accreditation body, and had been very active and contributed a lot into the Global Food Safety Initiative, GFSI's first auditor competency committee. At that time, Roy was made executive director of a new startup business affiliated with ANSI called WorkCred, which was going to focus on competency of personnel associated with standards. Roy convinced us that an apprenticeship program based on on-the-job training, or OJT, for competency for the majority of the program, and academic studies, a very small piece, but still important, like conflict management, systems thinking, critical thinking, to name just a few. This combination has been proven to be the better learning tool for businesses, and an apprenticeship was much more in depth than an internship. Dr. Swift introduced us to the Department of Labor, who also had recently created an apprenticeship program called Apprenticeship USA. The program in the beginning was mainly involved with blue-collar trade activities like plumbing, electrical, maintenance, etc. Our white-collar profession really interested the department. In addition, being a new industry and not having a career path made sense to them how they could help us. Plus, they were impressed that the first employees in this industry were mostly engineers, scientists, mathematicians, etc., and commanded a salary range starting around $45,000 and going up to $175,000, with an average of approximately $115,000. All of this got their attention. Finally, in spite of being an American government program, we also got excited, and they also saw the importance that we were a global industry. They understood then and now that even if you are in business just in the United States, you still have to compete in a global world. Another aspect that I believe puts our industry and our new career path in the right place at the right time starts with the diversity of our customer base. We serve almost every type of business out there. Aerospace, we audit Boeing and Boeing suppliers. Airbus and Airbus suppliers. We audit almost all the OEMs in the automotive industry and their suppliers. General Motors, BMW, Toyota, Volkswagen, Ford, to just name a few. In the food and consumer goods industry, the likes of Nestle, Cargill, Mars, Walmart, Ahold, Procter & Gamble, Unilever, and their suppliers. They count on us to audit their business systems. This is just a small sampling of who we touch, and we haven't even talked about the tens of thousands small to medium-sized companies that also count on us, the certification bodies, to add value to their business. When I graduated from university, no smart-ass remarks from my friends. Yes, they had universities that I could get into. Yes, we had electricity and lights, and I did not study by candlelight. I'm old, but not that old. Anyway, myself and a lot of business majors who were not sure what job, what company, what industry, or business excited them went into banking, because banking touched almost every industry, every business, and could be a good way to start a career and help find your way, even allow you to stay in banking if you so desire. That is our business management system, auditing. We touch it all. We truly can have one of the better career paths available. And in my opinion, because we dive deep into everyone's process, it is not just about financials. It's about the total quality aspect of our customers, what they want to make sure that their product or service adds value. Just like our audit. If we don't add value, what do we have to sell? My last focus for this presentation is a short overview of the content of the IAAR apprenticeship program. It is built around knowledge, skills, and abilities, also known as KSAs. We spent 2 years working with a group of subject matter experts, also called SMEs, as these KSAs needed to be mandatory in the development of our apprentice. These were auditors with experience in food, automotive, aerospace, forging, metal industries, again, just to name a few. In addition to this group of SMEs were customers of the CBs. Also, we included our oversight group accreditation bodies. This subject matter group met and worked with our paid consultant, Stacy Wagner, a principal of Jarrett Wagner, whose education and career experience in human capital management issues and has over 20 years experience in the workforce development industry. Stacy's leadership, knowledge, and background were a key to this group's success. This group delivered a strong program that ended with these KSAs having 35 elements, along with much detail inside of the elements, such as collecting appropriate information through interviewing, listening, observing. The auditor has to consider alternative ideas and points of view, time management, quality management tools and terminology, how to say please and thank you to help overcome the negative feeling that people being audited are scared or feel they are being threatened. The SMEs with Stacy concluded, including the Department of Labor, in their review that the 35 elements and the detail that went along with these KSAs would provide the world with a competent, trained, beginner management system auditor that with the credentials earned can begin their career and also add value for the CB, manufacturer, or service company upon completing of the apprentice program. In addition, this program, the SMEs concluded, would be 90% on-the-job training and 10% academia. With the founding of a strong university in the University of California at San Diego, who upon investigation and evaluation saw that they have been offering for many years an adult-driven quality selection of courses built around the quality programs earning black, green, and yellow belt credentials, also being tied into students that were working. These courses were all set up and delivered virtual. Our group saw the value that this virtual effort was not just something done in the last minute to serve the pandemic that we're involved with now, but it was done for both working schedules and the global time zone differences years before the crisis. This new program, although focused on the CB community, truly is the start of a career for auditing in the certification body industry. But If auditing does not satisfy this credentialed graduate over time, his career is open to the CB customers who also need quality auditors, production supervisors who understand processes, quality engineers in aerospace, automotive, and food, to just name a few manufacturing industries, and service-related businesses, that this apprentice with his on-the-job training and academia training and credentials give him or her a valuable asset that they can take and use almost anywhere. Again, in closing, by rethinking excellence for this young industry with a true career, the future of quality is now for both the industry and the apprentice. Thank you very much.